finally once again. In a couple of my to do this arcade, the one that had been on PC for quite a while and had just been released on PS4 and Xbox One. Well, this is it. It's called Divinity Original Sin, and being on the PS4 and Xbox One, it's known as the Enhanced Edition. I guess obviously they had to tweak the controls, so you could use a controller to control the game instead of a mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Okay, now we're back here. I keep forgetting that the game goes into this separate screen when you load or save, so... Yes. As I said, this is an RPG. It's very much in the vein of the classic computer RPGs, like the first two Fallout games, the Baldur's Gate games, things like that. You start the game with my main character. Yes, of course, the name once again should be familiar. And my second character, Angelina Drax. They're supposed to be husband and wife, but I don't think you can actually set that as a thing. But this RPG is actually quite detailed as far as different things. Let's see. Character sheet. When you first start the game, you create your characters, of course. You create those first two characters, and you can completely customize them. Their starting class, it's also very much, the game is very much inspired by classic Dungeons and Dragons. It has the sort of, the same sort of classes like fighter, wizard, rogue, thief, that sort of thing. But it also has some more different classes as well. And as you go through the game, you know, you can actually branch into, you can multi-class, is what it's known as. You can branch into other classes, and you can have a fighter who can throw magic spells, and you can have a wizard who also uses a sword. Things like that. But you pick your starting attributes, which of course for a fighter you need to have good strength, constitution. You pick abilities. Now your abilities fall under these 6 categories. You have weapon stuff, and these are just basically weapons. Having the skill or the ability really just makes you better at doing it. It increases damage when using single-handed weapon. My guy fights with a sword and a shield, so single-handed sword, there you go. Dual wielding I may get at some point, I'm not sure. Wand, magic wand. Two-handed includes great swords, great axes, spears, or staves. You have your single weapons, of course, any kind of dagger or sword or axe or mace. Dual wielding, of course, using a crossbow or a bow. Defense. Armor specialist improves your armor rating and decreases your heavy armor movement penalty. Shield specialist gives you bonuses when blocking and using a shield. Willpower is saving throws against different status effects such as fear, mute, charm, stun, curse, slow, petrify, decaying touch, mark of death, remorse, and shackles of pain. And then you have bodybuilding, which is the saving throws against things like being knocked down, burning, freezing, bleeding, crippling, blinding, weakness, disease, infected, and drunk. Oh. So yeah. Skills. The skills are actually more along the lines of your actual fighting abilities. You have different types of magic. Aerotheurge, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I believe that's the air magic, because you can have air magic in this game. There's different air, different elements. Expert marksman, of course, is bows and arrows and such. Hydrosophist is water spells. You can have water, there's ice, things like that. Man-at-Arms is what my guy has, because that's just using just sort of special attacks that will they're not magic, but then again they do look like they would be magic. Some of them do. Pyrokinetic, of course, is fire magic. Scoundrel skills would be stuff that like thieves do. So then, of course, you have witchcraft magic and geomancy, which is earth magic. And then you have your personality stuff: bartering, charisma, leadership, and lucky charm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the lucky charm thing because I need to get some extra treasure. But I've got bartering, charisma, and leadership already. Craftsmanship, of course, blacksmithing, and crafting is what my guy has. You can also get telekinesis, which I have no idea how that falls under being a craftsman. Lore Master allows you to examine enemies and identify items. Being able to identify items, you also need what is called a identifying glass, which is basically like a magnifying glass. And then, of course, you have the nasty deed stuff that thieves would do: pickpocketing, sneaking, and lockpicking. I put a skill lock doors, and I'm probably going to want to open them at some point. Even though you are encouraged quite a lot to not steal and to not get in trouble with people, because it can actually get you in some pretty serious fights that will probably get you killed more often than not. Moving on, and you have talents, which are basically like the perks from the Fallout games, and also like Skyrim. Is these things, it's more like the ones in Fallout. Opportunist gives you the ability to perform attacks of opportunity in battle. You know, if a enemy moves past you, or if you're facing them and they try to move away from you, you can perform an attack of opportunity, or at least I think it's automatic, I believe. And I have come across some enemies who can do the same thing to you. But yeah, so there's that. My precious, every time you hit or get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. And that is important because, again, your stuff does lose durability and you have to have it repaired. You can repair it yourself. I think maybe that's tied into... Blacksmithing allows you to repair your own items. The more you invest, the faster you'll work. Required to create and improve metal-enhanced weapons and armor. And then actual crafting is what you can craft and the quality of your crafted items. Yes. So yes. And then all skilled up gives you 2 extra ability points. Yeah. So that's a one-time use thing. But you can, I believe, get more ranks in the all skilled up. I believe. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of them. And they just go on and on and on. And some of them require different a different class. Scoundrel, or you just requires you to have a certain level in a specific ability, or to be a specific level. Things like that. All these different things. There's just a ton of these things. So yeah, you have those. And then you go into traits, which is actually... these things come about, it seems to be they come more about, your two main characters can actually talk together, and since the story is they're supposed to be, they're partners, basically. They're what are known as source hunters, which is short for sorcerer hunters. They hunt sorcerers who also happen to use this very powerful kind of magic called source magic. And it's basically evil. So, yeah. Along the story and along the journey, the two characters can kind of talk to each other, and you can talk to your other party members as well that you come across along the way. In fact, I already have 2 or 3 other side party members, and you can dismiss them, and you actually have this place where they will go when you dismiss them, so you can find them right back, instead of having to go out into the world and find where they were. And I actually like that. You actually have this home base kind of place. But yeah, your two main characters, when you're talking with quest givers and other important characters, your two main characters will kind of talk amongst themselves, and you have dialogue options of what each character says, and those will influence these traits. You know, being pragmatic or romantic, being independent or obedient, altruistic versus egotistical, compassionate versus heartless, bold versus cautious, righteous versus renegade, forgiving versus vindictive. And it's really nice the way all these things do, and I really like it a lot. It's just this really deep, in-depth system. And you can see skills: battering ram, crushing fist, and cure wounds comes from my man-at-arms thing. And then you have special. The Staff of Magus seems to be a ability that every character has. Basically all it is, if you're familiar with Dungeons & Dragons, it's magic missile. The only problem is, you have to have a staff weapon in order to use it. So, if you don't got a staff, you're not going to be able to use it. You can also attack the ground, for whatever reason. Delay your turn, disarm a trap, which you need to be able to do that because there are traps, of course. End turn, don't know why that's something that you could, like, look at. Sneak mode, flee, identify, lockpick repair, and unsheath your weapons. Crafting, there's a lot of different things. The problem with crafting is you have to learn recipes. I have not learned a whole lot. You learn recipes through reading books, of course. And I believe even certain characters can just teach them to you, I guess, if you talk to them. But there's potions, there's arrows, and there's a lot of different special arrows. One of my side characters is an archer, and she does a lot of damage with that. And she's got all these different bows, or arrows. Your equipment screen, of course, where you equip everything. I have him using an axe right now because it was better than the first couple of swords that I got. And I got him a better shield. Trying to equip these guys as best as I can. You can, of course, switch control to a different character. See, now it's following her. And then I can switch to this guy. I just got this guy. He's a lightning... Yeah, he has lightning magic, teleportation, regeneration, Staff of the Tempest, which is another magic missile type of spell. Yeah, the different types of magic missile will do different types of damage. This one does water. The normal one, I believe, does fire damage. Yeah. Rain, water, and cold. So water and ice and lightning and a healing spell. Whereas my girl that I have is a wizard, but she has fire and earth magic. She has flare and summon a spider and the boulder bash, which not only does damage if it hits what you target, it'll also create an oil surface, which that comes big into play. Fireball is something she can throw because of the wands that and then we have resurrect scrolls that you can equip. Flee from combat, not really all that important. She doesn't have any healing potions. I have come to find out that healing potions are way too expensive in this game. You start off with a couple, but they go fast. This girl here is the archer. She can treat poisoning, which is useful. A ricochet shot, which when you shoot somebody, it'll bounce off to another enemy, and you can even chain up to 2 or 3 more. And then she has a ranged power stance, which adds damage to her shots, but it takes down the precision, so you're probably going to miss more often than not. And then I have a bunch of different arrows equipped, and you can use those to do different effects. Fire, of course, arrows. Slow down, you can slow down a target if it hits. Poison, of course, and then knockdown. Oh, that's just an arrowhead. It's not an actual arrow. Okay. Well, I can fix that. Just a second. Hold on. Oh, so she's only got the one arrow shaft. But needs more crafting ability. Fortunately, if you fail to create something when you're crafting, it actually appears that you don't lose the items that you tried to craft with. So, you only lose the items when you successfully create an item. So, that's nice, at least. She also has the Identify skill, but she doesn't have the identifying glass that you need in order to do it. So, let's actually go back in here, and we need to remap this because it's useless if it's just an arrowhead. Got fire already, got poison, and we got slowdown. We have 1 freezing arrow and 1 cursing arrow. 2 stunning and 2 smokescreen arrows. Let's go with stunning. I guess that'll be better than nothing. Alright, so I was trying to get my characters better equipped, but I'm having a problem with that because money's coming up short. Yes, you can also examine things that are a bit out of the ordinary, these bone piles. I believe this bone pile came after I dug up a grave. You can find these graves. As a matter of fact, here's a dirt pile right here. I'm not going to dig this one up because I already know what happens if I do. A lot of times when you dig up graves is monsters will come out, and that's the case with a couple of these over here as well, and especially this one on the far side over here is like zombies or just powerful skeleton monsters will come out. And then you can also get things like this, this is some dead yes, he's a dead author. I already read The Philosophy of Death. I didn't really read it, though, so I probably... Yeah, but he has a quest. He wants to quiz you on his writings. He wrote this Philosophy of Death book. I need to go read it again. This lady lost her daughter, who is buried over here. I'm gonna leave that alone, because that would just be kind of a dick move. Also, fighting in this area, this dog over here named Murphy, for whatever reason, the dog will join the fight if you start a fight with any of these zombie creatures that you dig up. And I don't want them to die because there's another skill that you can learn that lets you talk to animals. And there's plenty of animals around, and I want to talk to them and find out what they know. What I can learn from them. Yeah, there's lots of things that you can inspect. Down in dungeons, you'll see candles and other light sources that you can actually interact with. You can actually put out the candles and then relight them. At first I thought it was just like a puzzle thing. Here's a mouse, or a rat. Crates that are out in the open like this seem to be okay to loot from. You'll actually notice if it's not okay, the word open there will actually be in red text. And that'll mean that you're stealing and that you probably shouldn't do it because people will get mad at you for doing it. And it'll also come up and say empty if you've actually checked the container at least once and you know that it's empty. If you haven't checked it yet, you won't know, so it won't say that it's empty. And I also like how when you open a crate like this, or a chest or whatever, it actually comes up as a display and it actually shows you. It's kind of reminiscent of the old Ultima games, which again I think is another thing that this game took some inspiration from. A well, there's wells you can find all over the place. You can combine these things with, I'm guessing you have to discover the possibilities on your own. I know one for sure. Where'd it go? There it is. Found a just plain bucket. You combine the bucket with the well and you get a bucket with water. And you need that to make dough. Where'd I put the dough? You can make dough like for bread. There's the dough. You combine that. You combine the bucket with water with, crap, what was it? Recipes. Flour. You can find a bag of flour. And you combine that with the bucket of water and you get dough. And from there you have to, I guess, combine it even further than that. All these different things. There's an inn here, a tavern, the King Crab Inn. And there's a cat. Unsinkable Sam. Waitress. Duke of Farrell.
I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me, for I am the Duke of Farrell. Though I suppose my name is in the mouths of... Yes, she and I have a history. That's how... As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
Yes, you can talk to these different people, and you can also trade with just about everybody, too. I've already read that book. Yeah. Yes, that whole thing about Jake the Counselor is one of the quests that I'm on. It's actually one of the main quests. Where he was murdered is actually right over here. I've already gone through all of this. This is locked. I have lockpicks, so I can do this. Letter from the Duke of Farrell.
It's official. The Duke of Farrell is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Okay. So, we'll just go all the way down and read this. The D of F. I guess he was gonna give her the D later. Anyways.
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt she's guilty as sin.
A Wolverine would have a more forgiving fuse.
They must have had quite the romance, but was it enough to instigate the murder of Counselor Jake? You can sit on the bench, any benches. The candle holder, yes, you can use to extinguish, and then you can relight. Lots of items you can interact with. And of course the stairs, you can go upstairs, you can sit on the little stools. There's a hatch down to the cellar, I guess. Okay, so...
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
Careful now. Your head's growing all swollen and saffrons, I dare say.
Yeah, there's the red text. That's stealing if you go into that. Down in here is the general marketplace area. You've got a different bunch of traders. There's... That's just a random citizen. Vegetable vendor. Cylia the Enchantress. This lady doesn't sell anything. She's a sheep herder, basically, that she lost her sheep here recently.
I bet Tim Fred's been strung up by his ears by now. Devilish thing.
Oh boy. There we go. Cool. And then over here you have the Fletcher. Arrows and such, of course. You can see all the stuff. And over here, Roa.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
Oh yes, I believe she's the fish trader, and she has some thief.
Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instructions
Oh yes.
lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
Yes.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling...
Yeah. Here's a new part of the town that I haven't seen yet. Legionnaires are all over the place. They're basically like the town guard. There's some good music in this game. Okay, so no, this isn't anywhere new, actually. This just leads down to the docks. These things here are waypoint shrines. You can use them to teleport around to any other waypoint that you've found and activated. Yeah. Oh, there's a warehouse. But the game is very good. It's very deep. There's a lot of just depth to the game where you can actually combine things. Wooden stakes that you can actually use as a weapon. some more wheat. Some money, that's nice. Need all the money I can get. Shell. Basket, nothing. Another basket. Firestorm grenade, that's nice. Another firestorm grenade, also nice. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude, really? Okay, so I believe all of these are empty. Now. Actually, hold on a second. The firestorm grenade. It's basically a Molotov cocktail, is all it is. I've already got a fishing rod. What's the difference? It's not stealing, so... Let me see, where was the other one that I had? Yeah, this one. Green fishing rod. You can equip them and use them as weapons, although I'm guessing their true purpose is to actually fish. Not really sure why you can pick these up if you can't... Oh, jeez. Even more. Carrot. Silver arrowheads. Well, that's a new one. Nail bomb. Also a new one. Slow down arrows. Okay, looks like all of these things are empty. Who's this guy? Captain Jack. I've already talked to him. And Max. Phil. Yes, Max and Philip and Lewis. Yes. Those were 3 fishermen. Their boat sank, I believe. And I found them work. This Captain Jack, had lost his crew. They went to be somewhere or something, I don't know. Either way. There's a lot of these little side quests that are just, you know, kind of not really inconsequential, but yeah. Like I said, there's good crafting. You can put things together to make other things. You can craft grenade-type weapons. There's fuses, and there's, yeah, fuses. Empty flask, which I'm guessing you can combine those two together. Let me try that real quick. I probably need a higher skill. Nothing. Well, I didn't lose anything, so... A fuse with an empty bottle. Nothing. I have these vials, I don't know what they do. Wooden stake. Slow down arrows we'll give to her. Silver arrowhead. I'm gonna have to give it to her. Nail bomb. Shells we'll give to her. I've got some wood chips for some reason. I also just got a mortar and pestle, which I'm guessing you can use to... combine with... Let's grind up the wood chips, I guess, maybe? Nothing. Bunch of keys. Wooden logs. Empty potion bottles. A cooking pot, which I'm guessing you can use to cook things. Hair, animal hide, wheat. These stardust herbs. Oh, there's something I wanted to try. The mortar and pestle combine with those herbs, or at least one of them. Let's see what that makes. Does it do anything? Stardust. Stardust. What is stardust? Objects. Stardust. Okay. Now I have stardust. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh yes, water balloons. That's also something funny. As I noted before, you can have things like an oil coating. There's lots of other things. You can actually make things wet, which will of course make them more vulnerable to being electrocuted or any electric-based attack. Oil, being covered in oil, will make you more vulnerable to fire attacks, because of course oil is flammable. You can make something wet and it'll make them more vulnerable to being frozen. Just very, very complicated and deep. You can actually leave things on the floor, like a puddle of oil or a puddle of water, and you can actually use them to your advantage in battle. There's the stardust. What does that do? Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, use the mortar and pestle again with the whisper wood. Nothing. Well, bulls. Don't think you could do anything with hair. Maybe wheat? Flour. Oh, so there's how you can make flour. Well, of course, you just grind down wheat, and I should have figured that one out. Well, if that's the case, I've got more wheat, and I might as well, because I need to make all the stuff that I can. Because I've got a crap load of stuff in my inventory, as you can see. And you can only hold so much, so you want to keep it to a minimum. The flour combined with the... where'd the bucket of water go? And you do get left with the bucket. You just combine the water with the flour, basically. So I've got some more dough. Yeah, see, now I've got an empty bucket. Just trying to think of anything else I can make here. I have a whetstone, which I believe you can use to sharpen... yeah. You can sharpen, I guess, weapons. A broad skull, which can also be ground to dust. Well, I'm guessing you would use the mortar and pestle to do that. Bone dust. Oh, good, because that doesn't sound grim as all fuck. Bone dust. If you listen closely, you could swear it whispers tragic tales of its origin. You stuff it deeper into your backpack. Nobody wants to hear that. Yes, all of your party members carry a backpack. And inside the backpack, you can store even more stuff. I've decided to store some important quest-related things, because I don't want to sell them, obviously. Even though you actually can sell the entire backpack, including all of its contents, and depending on the contents, you'll actually get more money out of it. There's different food items. I'm trying to figure out how to cook the raw meat, because I'm sure... you know, it says sear to seal in all those delicious juices. But if you eat it raw, it takes down your constitution for 6 turns. but it heals 15% of your health. So there's that. Potato adds to your constitution, takes down your speed, and heals 10% of your health. Bluegill mushroom gives you 5% water resistance. Bottles of wine, bottles of beer, a cup of apple juice, mug of beer, mug of wine, carrots, plaice, which I think is a fish. There's a bunch of different fish you can get. The dough, bone. You can actually eat the bone, and it adds to your armor. Curious if I grind the bone down, if I'll get more bone dust, probably. Poison antidote potions, my firestorm grenades, nail bombs, oil flask, water balloons. You can find scrolls that will allow you to use spells that you don't know. But there are places where you can buy skill books that actually teach you the skills or the spells. But they're very expensive. Resurrect scrolls, of course, will bring a dead character back. Lower resistances. Repair hammer, of course, you need to repair things. Lockpicks, trap disarm toolkits. A hammer, which is actually a weapon. It says it's a very useful object, but a less useful weapon. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Branch, also considered a weapon, but I believe you can actually take the branches if you have... I don't know if the knife is what you need to do it, but I think you can use some kind of blade to cut the branches into arrow shafts. Well, let's give that a whack, shall we? Combine that with a branch. Arrow shaft. There you go. And you get 3 arrow shafts for every branch. That's cool. Oh, yes. Go ahead and just combine all of those, because the branches are basically useless as weapons. And I've got a bunch of them, so I might as well. And then one more. There you go. Wooden stake. Where'd that go? Wooden stake you can actually use as a weapon. I imagine it would be really good against vampires. Not even sure if they have any in this game, but you know, whatever. Straight of bearing and proud in stature. Can be used for anything at all. I have different armor. This was my starting armor, the Source Hunter. And my starting shield. Yes, this steel-looking shield is trumped by a simple wooden shield, as far as blocking ability, and there was something else to it. I've got all these different books, letters, the Order of the Source Hunters, Traveler's Journal. Still trying to figure out how to cook. Combine with the raw meat. It doesn't work. Huh. Cook the dough. Nothing. Cook the fish. I think I already tried this. Nothing. Cook the potato. Nothing. Cook flour? Nothing. I don't know. Either way, though. The arrow shafts we can give to her so she can make more arrows. Yes, you need to have a shovel in order to dig, of course. And there's other tools as well. There's probably a mining, like a pickaxe, because I know there's mining spots. I've seen one. Yes. But the game is very deep and detailed, and the story is quite interesting as well. Don't want to spoil things much, but yeah, it gets interesting real quick. I've only been playing for a few hours right now, and it's already gotten pretty frickin' cool. I've already looked through all these boxes and crates. Oh yes, this is how I got into the town. There was a big fight here with orcs. Orcs are very much bad in this game. I already searched those, I guess. He's got nothing on him.
Sweet relief.
Believe she has some sort of like auto regen thing is what that was. Dead orc. Dead orc. Corpse.
Taken before his time. Far before his time.
Yeah. You use your touch screen button to bring up the map. Up down in this area is actually where you start the game. I believe it's right here, as a matter of fact. You start up on the beach and you have to, yeah, work your way through all this stuff. You go through a, you go through this underground place to, it's an extended tutorial. I need to get to this place, apparently. Sicile, by the way, is the name of the city. Quite a big map, and it goes out quite a bit further. Ruined Villa. You can use the waypoints. I have not activated the one at the Ruined Villa, so I can't do that yet. I have to go out, I guess through here, to go over there. That wouldn't be so hard. Okay, so if I go to the north gate... Okay, now... I need to head... You can actually also set custom waypoints, but they ask you to set a description. So let's just set that as go. And on the mini-map, it does not appear to work. Oh. Have to actually mark it first. And that points me... It should show up on my mini-map, but it's not showing up. But it is in this direction, so... Oh, you can also, if you click the right stick, you can... Oh yes, warm is another effect that can be put on you. Can't open that. Mobile kitchen. And I can't use it. Let me guess. I can't talk to the Legionnaire. Why can't I use your kitchen? I'm just gonna borrow it for a minute. It's not like I'm stealing the damn thing. Well, that's lame. All this Legionnaire stuff, I guess, you can't use. As stupid as it is. This lady here is basically like a blacksmith. She's got some stuff you can buy. trying to get this stupid thing to work. Normally, if you mark a point like that, it'll come up on the mini-map and you'll be able to follow it. But yes. This is
marks of victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
yeah. Going outside of the city walls.
Legionnaire at your service. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me.
Oh
You
yes.
may have the right. Thank you for.
Somebody told me the whole city is besieged by the undead. On the west side of the map, which would be over here, the undead are weaker than they are on the east side of the map, which would be over here. My characters are only level 3 right now, I believe. Yeah, level 3. Each and every one of them. Yeah. So, we're probably not ready to do that, so I guess we're gonna have to wait on that one. Damn. Wish I'd have remembered that one sooner. But yeah, you of course have your quest log. I've got all these things. You can filter out the ones that are completed. Captain Jack. The mysterious murder is the big main one that we're supposed to be doing. This guy named Counselor Jake was murdered, and he was, I think, a counselor for the Source Hunters. So, of course, the Source Hunter Guild sends a couple of their some of their best hunters to go and investigate what happened to him. Yes. Yes. The Lieutenant Selenia informed us that the dead that haunt the lands west of Sicile seem to be weaker than the ones haunting the lands to the east. So, if we want to take on the ones to the east, or the west, we can do that. A Source Hunter's Journey. That's also a big one, but that has a lot of the spoilers. That's a big one. So, a lot of stuff going on here. This over here.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil
From the Legion, serve you today, Source Hunter. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead. Thank you for heeding.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still on the east side of the island. Or on the east side of the city. Huh. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Another interesting thing about this game is you can actually play it in co-op. If you have a second player, you can do it couch co-op, like on the same console. Hidden chest, ornate chest. Dusty parchment. Okay. Which digit am I? Well, a wedding ring traditionally goes on the ring finger, which would be your third finger. Which digit? A full moon, a wedding ring, a wide eye. I don't know, I'm not really good at riddles, so, oh yes, this is the cook's house. Actually pretty useless, because this is all he offers for sale. For some reason, he sells magic scrolls. A carrot, at least that one makes sense. Anyways.
Hence, these stores are for our Legion troops. Riverland's finest work up my
Yes.
Feeling hot under the collar?
warm as dragon's breath.
Okay. It's a shame I can't use that without pissing them off. The rat, you can actually attack it if you want to, and you can actually get meat out of it if you kill it. There is this hole in the ground here, which I dug up from one of these dirt piles.
Rest in peace, darling.
And it does lead out to some area, I believe. It might be some of that there. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh shit. May as well show you the home base place. It's called the End of Time. And that is quite significant as it ties into the very big, major, important quest, I guess, of the game. I don't really want to spoil it, like I said. You have all these weird teleporters. This one goes to the observatory, which is just a small little area. There's one over here that is active, but for some reason it won't work. This one here goes to a place called the Forbidden Zone. The last time I tried it, it refused to work. Flat out refused, as in it actually came up and said, the portal refuses to work. Guessing you need to be higher level or something for that. I don't know. I don't know what these things are. You can't really get close to them. You've got lightning, you've got ice, you've got fire, and you've got nature. We have...
Do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
two important characters. And then over here we have the Hall of Heroes, which is where your other companion characters go when you send them away. And I guess they sit at this big huge table. Yes, Medora, she is a great sword fighter type character. And then I have Woolgraf, who is a thief type character. This guy's just a just like a general NPC. You can't have him in your party.
Back again, and not a moment too soon. Oh, of course, Chief. But maybe
Oh, he's
you'll
like
get
the...
Back again, and not a moment too soon. Wait till you see the fine souls who've joined my ranks, or yours for the right.
Huh. Weird. There's also another character around here somewhere. Ancient letter. There's another character around here, a mysterious woman. Chest, I guess you can like store things in it. There may have been something in there when you first started. Where did she go? Maybe she's not here anymore. Maybe she took off. Yeah, she does look to be gone. Oh, here's a book. Oh, right, I think I already got that before. Mattresses where you can lie down. I guess the mysterious lady did just decide to leave. A whetstone wheel. Need more blacksmithing ability. How about the fighting knife? All these potential combinations. Oh, and an anvil as well. Nothing. Okay, so I have these nifty things here that I could use if I had the skill. There. Why don't I know what level she was
Ready
at?
to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know more than I'd. There's mayors, and on top of it all. Now, don't get me, but from what I suspect, fallacy, a loose lip, hardly that. You mean you? It's no going way back when. Don't let the name in the days of old. By now, it's been centuries since anything more.
Okay. Okay, so she's now level 3. Okay. Yeah. There's also some bookshelves over here, which I've already gone through. Ancient diary again. Yes. Yes. Like I said, I don't really want to spoil anything because I feel like that would be cruel. You really should try to experience the story of this game because, like I said, I've only been in here a few hours, but I'm enthralled already. I'd really like to get into at least one fight. Oh, need to talk to him. If you see one of your characters with an exclamation point over their head, you need to talk to him.
Ah, how intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life.
Yes, Jahan here hates demons. So, yes.
And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all, it is a consummation devoutly to be wished. You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
Yes. Well, this gate, yes.
Be vigilant.
I've been out here before. There was a fight right here with this wagon. And you notice the music turns very sinister very quick. Let's go in this direction here. Oh, yes. And it can start raining, and you'll get wet, and so thunder magic. And you can also stand in puddles, and that will affect things like that.
Looks like it'd like to play fetch with our fins.
Is that a zombie dog? Man's best friend, my hiding.
Oh, shit. Well, yes, it has a very, yes, I want to hit the mage, because mages get us in trouble. Oh, attack him while he's down. Do some more damage. I can't move at all, really. Yes, it works very much like in the Fallout games where you have action points. And everything you do uses so many action points. She's got bow. Fire arrow. Hit this guy while he's down, I guess. That did a lot of damage. And I guess I don't have enough AP. For some reason I can hit the sick-looking dog, but I don't want to. So instead, I say just move her over here. That'll finish up her turn. No, we don't want to use... We don't want to use shocking things. That's probably not a good idea, but we can use bitter cold. On that guy. And the dog tries to attack her. Oh, you prick. And he shoots an arrow. Does hardly anything, and then moves. Spider. attack that guy. And again, doing plenty of damage. Ow. Miss. Now. To 20 crushing damage. No wonder it's kind of a weak attack. Okay, so just attack. When I say attack that guy, kill him, and hit him too. He dies. Spider. Yes. Air damage. Well. Don't have the action points to do anything else. And that fucking mage healed himself. Okay, so Drax, have him kill. Enough. Yeah. Corpse. I feel like we could have done something for this dog had he not entered this fight. Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to put him down. And he's poisoned, which is funny because I didn't use a poison arrow. Spider. Kill this guy. Not enough AP. What the... Ugh. Oh, and he's getting up. There he goes. And the dog just healed. Don't want to get too close to them because those burning embers can do damage to you, and that poisonous goop there can also do damage to you, so you don't really want to get too close to those things. Now when I don't have the action points for that, so let's just end turn. There. Corpses, hair. Hair. Gold. There's a burial mound. Scrolls. Nothing on him. Arrows. Can't do anything with the dog, apparently. Oh, this is part of the cave that we've already been down in. Okay. There's rats here. Log updated. The twin dungeons. Huh. Oh, water lever, fire lever, earth lever, and air lever. Okay. There's also an emphasis on puzzles. I don't know exactly how to do this, so I'm going to Old Tombstone. Water, earth, air, fire. In this cell's double, your double will face your ally. Water, earth, air, fire. Water.
Now to find out what effect that had.
Earth.
Now to find out what effect that had.
Air.
Did that cause a reaction?
And then fire.
I wonder what that did.
It's a water, earth, air, fire, yeah. Oop. Don't know what the rat's gonna do. Other than die. Plus, you know, experience. That's also nice. Ooh, what's this? Oh, mushrooms. I saw another one over here, I thought. Guess not. Where'd that other rat go? Another rat. Well then. Oh. Iron vein.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
Okay. Need a mining tool. Something in crafting. Potential combinations. Yeah. But yes. Ooh. There's a bunch of fire over there. Let's not. At least not yet. There's this house over here. Oh yes, you can also find barrels. This one here is a water barrel. There's a oil barrel. There's a poison barrel, I believe. Who's this guy?
What mercy me! It walks, but it's not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever meet anyone any more fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it's a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number accompanied me on a fact-finding mission to an ancient burial mound. But, as it turns out, they stood a snowflake's chance in hell against the undead. Not that I reckon my chance is any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling the grounds around this here ruin. I'd go so far as to say I'm in dire need of an armed escort back to the city, as a matter of fact. I'm an archaeologist and connoisseur of the undead. Because of my expertise, Lieutenant Selenia, a commander of the Legion in Sicile, wanted me to investigate the ancient burial mound just outside of town, hoping to uncover the source of the zombie plague. No such luck, though. Quite so. I live for the dead, so to speak. The combination of archaeology and a case of incidental necromantic magic is what sparked my interest in the field. Of course, I'll be glad to share what knowledge I have obtained over the years. Zombies are the results of vile necromancy in action. Among the resurrected dead, there are those who used to be wizards, and they can cast spells still. They slay their prey and bring them back as deathless thralls that fester with the diseases of decay. Should you encounter these menaces, always try to pick them off from afar. Don't let them get close, or they'll riddle you with the poisons and the blight that afflict them.
Well, that's useful.
These ones in particular, the ones around Cecile, are the resurrected soldiers of Brackus, the last and most infamous in the line of Sorcerer Kings. He himself is supposed to be buried somewhere around here, but no one knows where the actual grave is. Long have I searched and deep have I dug, but so far I haven't found anything more spectacular than rusted weaponry and shards of pottery. Be that as it may, Brackus' soldiers stalk these lands anew, and they still fight like veterans. I told those fools of legionnaires to bring maces instead of swords. You know, weapons that crush these skeleton bones, not blades that may ricochet right off. Hell, even a sturdy branch would do the job better, but they didn't listen.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, and don't be surprised if the dead use an unusual amount of magic against you. These soldiers were loyal to a Sorcerer King after all. Dark magic all around.
Arrow shafts. Well, that's okay.
I'll never make it back to Cecile alone, but you've got...
Indeed. Don't you...
Might it...
Don't know where this hatch goes. Another water barrel. Trap disarm. Can I please get in there to that other barrel? Nothing. Of course. Of course it would be that way. And there's nothing in here. That's not a closet, that's a dresser. Cloth scraps, could probably use those for some sort of crafting. Also more good stuff. Cool. More crafting materials. Where the hell did he go? What the fuck did you run off for, you moron? You're supposed to follow us. Great, he's already almost dead. Stupid idiot, you don't frickin' run off again, you understand that? That did some damage. Oh, he's just out of reach. Can I get him? Yes. Ooh, but I shouldn't use that. No, no, no. There you go. Lightning bolt. Bale of hay. Stupid, don't run off on your own. I can... Hold on there, buddy. Oh, he's not gonna stop. Damn it. Dude, you're just gonna get yourself killed if you don't hold still. Ah, damn it, all to fucking hell. Okay, well... I have to do this. Oh, and he's automatically healed all of a sudden. Okay, well, never mind that then. Okay, so these skeleton guys... There's only the two of them, apparently.
Assault from the air!
Damn, that did a lot of damage. get this guy? Yes. Can he attack the guy? Not enough AP. And he's cowering. Why he even gets a turn. There we go. Damn it, dude. I am going to tell you one more time. Stop trying to run off here. We're not far from the town.
You did it.
Okay.
We made it. Oh, cheers for escorting me to safety.
He'll be in the king crab.
You are. I'll be in the king crab, clearing the dust from my throat.
Okay, fine.
You're a town marks a victory hunter. Saving well, there is so many groups will never be inside the cold drink.
Fresh apple pie.
Oh.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Campfire. I can use the... Oh, I can extinguish the campfire.
Potent heat.
May as well use it. Combine the campfire with the cooking pot? Where'd the cooking pot go? Just... there. Mobile kitchen. Yes!
Baking like a cake.
Mobile kitchen.
I could do with a cold drink.
Actions. Combine with... meat. Dinner. Yes! Do it again. Okay. Combine with a potato. Boiled potato. Carrot. A boiled carrot, I imagine. Nothing. Okay, how about a fish? Dinner. Yay. Do it again. This is going to help us a lot. Can we do anything with the dough? Make bread. Well, that makes sense, of course. How about the mushroom? Can we make some kind of stew with the mushroom? No. Well, that's okay. I'm sure we'll find something else here. What other food items do we have here? I just made the dinner. Nothing there. Okay, well, it's worth a try. Okay, well. I can't pick up the mobile kitchen?
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Well, at least I now have a mobile kitchen that I can use myself. Ooh. And we leveled up. Cool. So I have an attribute point. Which would be nice because action points are pretty crucial to everybody. Number of moves. Don't know exactly what that means. Start action points in battle. Ability to detect traps and accuracy when shooting over long distances. Constitution, of course, your vitality and your maximum number of health points. Intelligence, elemental and witchcraft spells, and your offense rating with intelligence-based weapons. Dexterity, offense rating with dexterity-based weapons improves expert marksman and scoundrel skills and influences your defense rating. Strength, of course, is your how much you can carry. increases the weight of items you can move and how far you can throw them. Warriors and fighters. I'm going to go for speed because he needs to be able to move faster, better initiative, and the action points. So we're going to go with that. Ability points. And I can't upgrade the points that I have. I'm guessing you have to get to a certain point. Defense. Willpower I can upgrade. Skills. I actually would like to get him some kind of magic or something, because him having to go in with sword, or a sword or an axe or whatever, is just not working out for him very well. So probably, yeah. The Lucky Charm I also wanted to get because I need to find extra treasure, stuff like that. And then craftsmanship stuff. Lore Master and Telekinesis I need to get. Nasty Deeds. Get that one. Talent points I don't have any, and that's good. Yes. She leveled up as well. Attributes. 1 attribute points. Her intelligence is 9, being a wizard, of course. Defense rating. She could use to have a higher defense, so I'd say we go with that. Skills. Getting her some more. Yeah. At some point, she's probably going to know all the different magic things, so we'll be getting this one, and the Hydra Sophist, and the Witchcraft. Let's get that. Her dexterity and constitution are high because she's a ranger kind of character. Perception could use to be higher, though. Scoundrel. Let's just go for the armor specialist. Tenebrium? Tenebrium weapons. What the hell does that mean? Arrow recovery. a special arrow. I was going to say, because normal arrows, you don't recover. You don't even have a limit to them. It's just the special ones. This stench thing. Don't know why anybody would really want that. I mean, yeah, it makes melee opponents leave you alone a little bit more often, but it's still just kind of lame to have everybody not like you so much. His constitution and intelligence again are really good. Action points. Let's give him speed. Two-handed. So a staff would probably be, yeah, a good one for him. Let's just go for the armor specialist. Okay, so back to the log. Expedition barrel now. Okay. Crafting. Oops. Food. Yes, any oven and a potato. Dough. Any fish. Cool. Very glad to have found these things because, as I said, healing potions are quite expensive, unless I'm guessing you get your bartering skill up a lot higher, and possibly charisma as well. The only ones I've found in town were 148 gold each. That's for each individual potion. For 148 gold. That is ridiculous. Now yes, even though right now I'm sitting on like well over 1,000, or not. Thought I had more gold than that. I've got 4 dinners, a boiled potato. Effects unknown. Well, nobody needs healing right now, so you can split the item. Send 1 to her. And 1 to her. And we've also got bread. You have to try items before you know what they do. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? A plague grenade. Interesting. Firestorm, nail bomb. Avatar of Storm scroll. Thunder jump. Air absorption. Firefly to her. Okay. Water absorption. Freezing arrow, send to her. Also to her. I only have 200 gold. But I have these interesting golden items. Golden Grail you can combine with other objects. And I think you can do it multiple times. Basically all it does, I guess, is it turns them to gold and makes them more valuable when you sell them. So... don't know, though, but either way. Yes. So... right. Well, that was definitely a learning experience. That helped quite a bit. But I believe I will end this stream for right now. This has just basically been a quick little exploration or introduction to Divinity Original Sin. The strategic kind like this. As I said, it's very much like the original Fallout games and Baldur's Gate, the PC Baldur's Gate games, as well as Planescape Torment and other classic computer RPGs like that. And once again, it's also very complex, very deep, very inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. As a matter of fact, you can even hear a dungeon master talking to you, basically. The character, who was it? The rogue character that I can have in my party. I forget his name. But he's a mute, apparently. And he only speaks... He pulls out a piece of paper and a pen and he starts writing. And he'll show stuff to you. And when you first meet him, this dungeon master voice is like, you see this man and he's scurrying about very quickly and he draws a blade at you, but you have the opportunity to talk to him and you can calm him down. And then he's like, okay. And then he joins your party. So yeah. But it's a very good game. Very deep, very interesting. The story is very interesting. But yes, do check it out if you like these kind of games. And yes. But thank you once again for watching. I do appreciate all of that. I'm going to be getting back into this game at some point, of course. I'll be playing it some, just trying to find better equipment and maybe some more recipes for crafting and making food that I can use to heal. Because as I said, without cheap healing potions, I'm going to have to rely on food to heal myself. So yes. But that's it for the stream on this game tonight. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch over and play GTA, but if I do, it'll probably just be boring grinding of races and missions that you guys probably don't want to see. So I changed the quality of the picture for this stream up to a higher quality because I'm trying to test to see if that would work better now that I have my new setup. I don't know how well it's working. So I hope the stream has been good and it hasn't been lagging or skipping or anything like that. I still don't have my computer hooked up, so I can't really see the stream or the feed to tell how it's doing. But here, probably tomorrow, I'll be able to get it hooked up and get everything back to normal. And I can check things out and see how they went, and if they went well, we'll keep going with it like that, and if not, I'll downgrade it back to where it was before, how it seemed like it was doing better before. But yes, this is it for the stream tonight. I will be back at some other point to do some more streaming of something, whether it be this game, or whether it be GTA, or whether it be, maybe I'll go back to doing Mad Max. I was only doing Mad Max on Twitch. But I could start doing Mad Max on here. We'll see how things go. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please join us next time.